hits all three categories, and it's group coaching.
I do want to throw in this as well there, guys, that Kelly has been thinking about this for actively for 3 months, but has been in her brain for a very long time, all while having a clinic who did have 500 plus patients a month, four plus therapists on board. So I know there's a lot of you who might not even be at that level, and take that in consideration. If someone who is at that level is making that much money, knows that things are shifting and that they can't make it and sustain that, for everyone who's saying, I'm okay right now being solo, I'm comfortable, I have just enough, you won't have just enough in the next couple of months. That's what we're really trying to let you know, is that once that train passes, you're going to be struggling to get back onto it, and it's not going to be just enough. This just enough phase in healthcare is only going to last for a little bit longer because AI technology and speed is there. All of you can relate to Amazon, 2-day shipping. We want it, we want it now. And so take that into consideration as well, as it's not always going to be good enough.
Right. And people, to go off that, I think that's a brilliant point, Julia. To go off that, people are going to be losing their jobs because of AI, and people are not willing to pivot. And so they're just going to be left behind, which means there's going to be a massive market that then is going to still need therapy. Okay. But it's not at all. You guys think it's bad now. They're not at all going to be able to afford $250 a session or whatever you charge. So how can you make it more affordable for them without making us crazy and us burnt out? The answer, like Julia said, she's right. I have been heavily in it for 3 months, but I've been thinking about this for a very long time. The only answer that I truly believe is group coaching. It hits all the boxes. I've racked my brain over and over and over and over again, and that's it. And so y'all got to know how to do it, and you got to know it's different. It's not what they're teaching you in the Con Ed classes. It's not what they're teaching you in school, because they're teaching you all the best manual techniques in these Con Ed classes. It isn't that. You have to know how to coach, whether or not you're coding therapy or not. You have to coach, which means you got to ask the right questions. You have to actually know how to get people motivated to do the thing that you're asking them to do after the call, right? You have to have accountability. You have to have, like Julia said, community, because ultimately I all think that we're going to be really lonely behind our computer screens, and I believe community will win. Okay? You have to know how to do all of this. And just like Julia said, if you do not get on the train now, other people already are. They're in my program. They're in PelviBiz. I'm telling you right now, I am coaching this actively right now. And because we don't stay the same. Okay. Just because maybe you coached with me 2 years ago, guess what? I'm completely different. I don't have any of that training. Okay. Actively, we are coaching this, and we are seeing massive results. Like I said, the PT student within 2 weeks got one person from joining PelviBiz and literally got 4K just from one person.
She was in our program for real for only 2 weeks. She has 2 more months within this program, and to see that she already made her money back is insane, all online. Even in the last 2 months, we have 3 people in our program who are only online. In the last 3 years, we have not had anyone even touch online or teletherapy. So we know, we're seeing it firsthand, and these are providers, these are doctors who are now not labeling themselves as those anymore, so that they can have a bigger reach. And that's ultimately what you guys want too, right? Is to help more people, help moms who may not have the time or money for it. And we know increasing your costs for your one-on-ones is not going to be the solution for them.
Yes. And we haven't done a big announcement of this, but I will do a soft announcement of this. We are also branching out. We have been in many talks with many NPs that we are helping, MDs we are helping, and we are going broader because we know what we provide can actually help anyone in the medical world that wants to move into coaching and also still use their medical background. And the trends are there. The number one thing that we are seeing from other disciplines besides therapy is maybe they come in person for that one visit, but the rest are all online. So you guys may not believe it just yet, but the trends are moving in that direction of patients getting more and more comfortable with having treatment online. COVID, I feel like, was the initial push, and it's now just getting therapists on board and getting them to understand and think differently. And I would say we're going to be the people that are going to hold ourselves back the most, because if you don't believe it, because most of us don't believe it because you weren't taught it. So you're just scared. And that's okay. You're just scared. And so you being scared, that's why we're here to help. That's why we're here to help get you guys to learn how to coach people, whether or not you have a brick and mortar, whether or not you have just online, you have to learn how to coach either way. And if you can just coach and learn the skill of coaching, you also need to learn the skill of marketing. Those two in combination will be your winning ticket, that you will not ever have to worry about AI or whatever is going to take over the market. It won't be that way.